Hi. Um, yeah, I think my commitment to looking kind of shabby in these videos isn't really a gimmick. It's just I'm making them in the morning before work. I don't really, yeah, I don't want people to click on them because I'm pretty. I want them to just listen. I don't know what's up with my lips today. I need lip chap. So what I was thinking of talking about today is some warning signs that I ignored and see them now about my abusive ex. Yeah, this is a really not a pretty look. Anyways, so some things that I knew and ignored. I knew he drank too much, and this was a conditional thing. I said, if you drink less, if you don't drink, then we can be in a relationship. Like, that was a stipulation. I didn't want to date an alcoholic, but I fell in love with him and then decided to be in a committed relationship with an alcoholic, and it's a decision I made, and yeah, that's a choice that I made. Step one. Step two is that he was passively degrading all the time. He would call me stupid in front of his friends. He would try to embarrass me. He said really embarrassing stories. He would try to put me down all the time. Like, he had rude nicknames for me that were like not cute, like dumb. And I think that my intelligence was something that threatened him. So what he wanted was to undermine it. He worked out of town a lot. He was very disconnected. There are a lot of things in his past that seemed vague. A family friend said, "Oh, well, can you even ever really believe him?" And I thought, yes, of course, but I don't know. There's lots of things that could be complete lies. There's evidence to show that he was cheating on me. Will I ever know the truth? No. Part of me would like to know, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter now. I feel like he needed me because I drove him to work. At the time, he didn't have a license. I believe he lied about how and why he lost his license. I think he would sensationalize a lot. I think that he was controlling and manipulative in a charismatic way. He has a lot of friends. A lot of those friends stayed his friends. Yeah, and he pushed our female roommate. A few months before the altercation with us happened, he pushed her, like, I think pushed her down onto a sofa after a disagreement, and she moved out. So that should have been enough for me to leave. That one was a very big red flag in my mind, thinking, you know what, this guy's dangerous. I don't think I should stay. But, he would say things like, you can't go back to your parents. Your parents don't want you. Your dad has told me. Your dad told me he doesn't want you back there. And then when I did try to leave and I said, look, I'm unhappy, I've talked to you about it, he'd be like, I don't recall you talking to me about it. I don't remember. This is a shock to me. Each time I brought it up, it was like he forgot that I brought it up before. Like, oh, like, I'm not happy because of this and this. Or he would try for a little bit of time, and then in 1 month, it would go back to being shit. And I don't know, I gave him a lot of chances to be a better boyfriend. And I tried my best to make it work, and it didn't work. And by the time that we broke up, there was so much animosity built up, probably on both ends. And that does not excuse anyone from hitting anyone, but I don't know what to say. There's lots of red flags that I ignored, that I didn't fully sink in. I thought that he was always someone that was dangerous. I always thought that he was dangerous, but because he was on my side, he was dangerous and could protect me. And it wasn't until he hit me that all of that flipped, like the house of cards crumbled. Yeah, and I mean, I made my choices. I knew what I knew about him, and I decided to stay around a dangerous person. Now, the reasons for that, there's various reasons. Yeah, so those are some of the red flags that I ignored. He was violent towards friends. He had a history of violence. He had a troubled upbringing in the foster system and getting into fights. Yeah, and there's another big part of that, which I will talk about in my next video. Stay tuned. Talk to you later.